Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here. In this video, we're going to be starting a new series, kind of like my gear type of series, to show you guys what kind of equipment I use, from the big things like my camera to the small things like extra batteries. And so today we're going to go over a couple brackets that I have off of Amazon, a couple little adapters, and some just little things that I use to keep the whole process held together. And so to start off, we're going to start off with two brackets. This is an Opteka bracket, and you can get this on excuse me, on Amazon. I'll put all the links down in the description below where you can check them out there. And they're all pretty relatively inexpensive. I think this was like 19 bucks, maybe. It might have been 30. I can't remember. It was like over a year since I got it. This is a nice hand grip mount. You can grip it up here. And this is more for if you want to shoot something that's lower to the ground. You can easily drag your camera across the ground. You can mount your camera right here. This has an extra plate on it because I had it set up a different way. I actually have a tripod block or a tripod pan head, whatever that thing called, a tripod plate attached to the bottom here. I stick this on a tripod, I stick my Tascam on here, and then I stick my Rode video mic on top of this, and I have that mounted on a tripod, and that's how I use my my audio is set up. Right now, if you looked at my audio, you'd probably say, what in the world are you doing? Because it is pretty hillbilly looking. And so I'll get some footage of it and I'll show it to you right here. And so this is what I'm using instead of my Opteka. It's on the same tripod, but it's definitely not nearly as good quality. Some tape holding the whole process together. And so I do use this Opteka mount all the time. It's my kind of like my audio rig. Like I said, you can mount a camera on here. You can also mount it onto a tripod on the bottom here. And then you can also mount anything with a cold shoe up top. And this can actually rotate. You can loosen this, or you can just take it completely off. You can loosen it, but I don't know which way it actually needs to go, and it's been forever since I've actually loosened it. And of course, it's not going to cooperate on camera. It also has a little loop here in case you want to put like a lanyard or something through it. I have no idea. But it's pretty solid. It's made out of plastic. Not going to be your most sturdy thing, but I think it does pretty good. It's not going to hold a huge camera. Obviously, there's height limits here, so DSLR is going to be a little bit snug. But like video camcorders will fit perfectly fine in here. But I do use it for my audio setup, and I do enjoy it. And this is an L bracket. I think it might be from Adorama. There's like 5,000 of these on Amazon. I'll put the link to the description of the one that I got. It's made out of metal, except for the rubber grip here. Very durable, and it can attach to a tripod as well. And you can attach a camera to the bottom here. For example, I can easily just thread on my vlogging camera. And let's say you don't like the microphone on your vlog camera, you say it's junk. And so you don't really have an input for audio on your vlog camera. And so what I could do is, the Tascam doesn't have a cold shoe, but I can put a adapter in here. And then you can put the Tascam on there. And then I can put the Rode video mic up here, and I have myself a very compact mobile recording setup for relatively cheap. This thing was like $7 or $8. I might completely be overshooting or undershooting these prices. That's why the links will be in the description below. But I really like this L bracket. I was missing it for a couple months, but it was just right in front of my face the whole time. I'm in a box. But I would definitely suggest this because it has the two of the cold shoe mounts that you can add things to. You could put a light on the side of here with a microphone, audio interface and a microphone, two microphones, two lights, really whatever you want, and whatever's going to fit on here. And it's going to hold up because it's made out of metal and it's very sturdy. Now let's get to some stuff that isn't exciting. These are just some extra batteries. If you have a DSLR or any kind of camera, you need to be buying extra batteries, and you don't need to buy the manufacturer's batteries to get good battery quality. These are some rinky-dink extras off of Amazon that were like $4 for two of them, and they work perfect for me. They don't obviously hold as good as charge as the original factory products, but they still work well. And until the other one charges, these last way longer than you need them to. And so they're cheap. You can just search up for your camera like external batteries or extra batteries on Amazon. You can really get any kind. You don't need to spend all the extra money that you do buying the actual manufacturer's batteries. Right here, these are some little O-rings. My Rode video mic O-rings went bad a while back, and so I looked on their website. You can buy replacements for like 15 bucks. Either, whatever the price was, it was outrageous for a couple little O-rings. You only got like 8 of them. And so I did some research on the internet, and what you can actually do is just buy any really O-rings at all, and they'll work. And so I bought these off of eBay for like $1. And there's like 20 of them in here, and they work perfectly fine for my microphone, and they fit, and they're not ripping or anything. And so if you need replacement O-rings for any type of microphone that you have, search eBay or Amazon, because you'll be saving a ton of money to just simply get a couple pieces of rubber to help make your rig a little bit more stable. Next, I have something that I use all the time. It's just a little remote control that I got off of Amazon for my camera. It isn't made to work with a DSLR. I actually got it for my other camera, but the only function that it works on is to take a picture while I'm in video mode and to start recording. It doesn't work in taking picture modes and manual mode or anything like that. It only works in video mode, and that works well for me. I didn't have to buy another one, but it was cheap, and so I'll try to put a link if I remember that for where I even got it. I know I got it on Amazon somewhere. And then we also have little 3.5 millimeter male-to-male cables. And this isn't the most sturdy thing, obviously. It's not going to be great quality passing through this little thin cord, but you never know when you're going to need something like this. They make great backups for your sturdier cables. I was out doing some shooting or somewhere, and I needed one of these, and I had one of these extra in my camera case to go from my Tascam to my camera. And so it's definitely, you can't go wrong. Plus, you can use them to plug in your iPod into your car if your car has a jack like that. They're really cheap as well. And so you guys are getting all kinds of stuff that I have hoarded up in here you had no idea about. And then we also have these little adapters. Now these are kind of cold shoe adapter things. That's a terrible name for it. I'm not sure of the technical name, but basically they come with the cold shoe itself, which is this piece right here. And then they come with two little metal discs that kind of slide. And this is what you actually get. I about dropped it. This is what you actually get in the actual package. If you can see it against my shirt. And then you can twist these accordingly. If you need to, if this thread would go through something, you could put the thread through it and put this other metal thing on the other side, kind of sandwich it in there. Or you can use this part to put it in, put it tight on the whatever the hot shoe mount is on your bracket or your camera. Then if you have something like the Tascam, you can screw this on first, and then screw the Tascam on top of that, and then screw this up to make a tighter connection, make a little bit more friction, that way stuff don't fall off. And I use these things all the time. These are cheap as well, and I use them with this L bracket, as you saw earlier when I was demonstrating a little bit. If I can get one of these to work, here we go. Slide it right in, tighten it up. There you go. It's in there, and you can mount whatever you want on there if they don't have a hot shoe mount or cold shoe mount on the actual device. And so there's one last thing, and you saw it earlier whenever I was videotaping my microphone and my Tascam, and that is tape. You might be saying, well, what do you mean tape? You never know when you're going to need to tape things. This is blue painter's tape. It's a little bit more expensive than masking tape or duct tape, but I find that it holds well for temporary situations. It's actually what's holding up all these posters behind me. Sometimes the posters fall down because sticky tack and stuff just doesn't work on these walls. But this is tape. This is tape, duh. But you can use this to make a rig together like I just showed you with my Tascam and my Rode video mic. You can tape stuff to the sides of your tripods. You need to have a roll of tape with you wherever you go. And you might say, well, that's just, plain knowledge. But you'd be surprised how many people are missing tape from their rigs to go or just their equipment collection in general. And so that's all I have for this video. Let me know if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what kind of gear you want to see. I do plan to feature my microphones, my tripods, camera, lights. I'm not giving a full review of each one, but just talking about each one briefly and sharing you where I got it, and if the price tag, if I can remember it, and how I use it, and whether or not it's been beneficial to me. And so that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, leave it a thumbs up. Follow me on all my social links down in the description below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me. We have tech-related videos, random-related videos, retro gaming videos, all kinds of stuff here on the channel. And I don't really have anything else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.